Hi, and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 56. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another Epedition. I'm really stumbling through this. Anyway, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. We've got PlayStation Showcase news that we mentioned last week. That happened. Alex and I watched it. Sadly, couldn't watch it together, but we both watched it. Pretty good. We'll
Cooper
talk about
also
all the
watched
stuff
it.
that... Good. We've actually got people watching some events for once. So we can actually talk
Yay.
about it in more than the vaguest of detail. And also, there's a huge rumor that just came out today of recording that Alex happened upon about GeForce Now database games leak. It's a very large list of things that are potentially coming to PC. It's all rumor and stuff. You can't tell if it's canceled or not because it's from a database leak. But we'll go through all of that stuff anyway. Some really exciting things. And a bunch of other stuff as well anyway. So, hi, hello, hi. Welcome to the show. First off... Apparently, National Video Game Day was yesterday, and when I say yesterday, I mean Sunday the 12th. So, happy late National Video Game Day. It's one of those meaningless days. Like, I feel like why is there a
Donut
holiday
day.
it's just every day is
There's
a day.
basically like a holiday every day, yeah.
Yeah,
And I ignore like all of them that aren't like real holidays.
Yeah, I know. I like Happy National Dog Day because everyone posts photos of their dog, and that's always enjoyable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I have to support Video Game Day because that's like the one thing I do around here. But yeah, some of them are like really out there. Kind of drawing a blank on some good ones, but I'm sure
At
I
least
can
the
Google
donut-
it.
At least the donut ones, most donut shops will do some sale for it.
Yeah,
That's true. I would love some big donuts right now.
Okay, so this has to be BS. I just googled stupid national days to see. There's the top of the list literally says that 420, right? 420, like the 420, is actually National Lima Bean Respect Day.
No, I'm a being of respect.
And then the day after is National Chocolate Covered Cashews Day. June 10th is National Ballpoint Pen Day. June 8th is National Upsy Daisy Day. What is that? What is
What is
that?
that supposed to mean?
What is an Upsy Daisy? Can someone...
Hold up. Like,
My mind's running
Okay,
through
hold
like
up.
a million scenarios.
okay, so it's
like the SpongeBob episode where they're all running around in his mind, everything's on fire and they're burning through. What is Upsy Daisy? What the hell is National Upsy Daisy
look,
Day?
here's what Upsy Daisy is, right? You have a child, right? And you go, and they're laying down, and you go, Upsy Daisy, and you pick them up.
Oh,
like-
Is that what it
okay.
is? I thought you were gonna say you throw them.
That's not Upsy Daisy.
You know,
That's like
that's-
Yeetsy Daisy. July
You do it in a
29th,
pool, right?
July 29th is National Talk in an Elevator Day. Oh my god. August 3rd, National Grab Some Nuts Day. I'm clicking off of this article and we're going back to the fucking show.
We're going back to the podcast,
Great
please.
start. Great start. Only
Amazing
took us
start.
3 minutes. National Grab Some Nuts Day. Oh my. I'm glad I didn't know that was existing beforehand. Otherwise, my day would have been shot on that
My
day.
day
My
is
day
now
is
shot.
shot.
My week's shot.
My whole
I now
year
know
is
this
shot.
knowledge.
I'm gonna go jump in Seven Seas Lagoon.
Anyway, so yeah, the PlayStation Showcase that happened last Thursday. It was really good. I am super hyped. A lot of good content in this. I think. I don't know. What did you guys think?
I did not watch it, so I did not know.
Two things stuck out to me particularly, but we'll get to those. But the big missing point for me was it was Hogwarts Legacy. It wasn't in the showcase, and it's been about a year since we've seen anything from it. Like,
Just-
we're coming up on when the last trailer came
Just
out.
forget about it, and then when it does
No.
come out, you'll be happy about it.
Ugh. It's weird though, and the people pointed out that in the stuff to announce the showcase, they had the trailer clips from Hogwarts Legacy in it,
Whoops.
right? But I also think Warner Brothers, what is it, Interactive Entertainment or something like that, that owns all their video game things.
Mm.
Yeah, Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. They own quite a bit of game developers, but the two big games I know they're working on, Hogwarts Legacy and Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, have like the worst marketing for a video game I've ever seen. Ever. For games that are supposed to come out within like the next year.
It is quite impressive, honestly. I imagine being the Skywalker Saga.
So
But other than that,
other
the
than
trailer was
that,
pretty good. Yeah, it was a
I think it was
pretty good showcase, good paced.
I really liked what was it?
The two big announcements, we'll get to those.
Okay,
the
but
ones
no,
that probably everyone already knows about.
Right?
no.
Yeah.
I'm excited for GTA 5.
Damn it!
Bro,
That
GTA
is
5 got
coming.
delayed. How
Dude,
does an already made game get delayed?
For real.
We're adding no improvements and we're not fixing anything. Delayed.
But
What?
no effort. We gotta pretend it's delayed though.
Anyway, so there was a Play Has No Limits trailer, which is pretty cool. There was a lot of like little hints and different things in there of like what's supposed to be in the show, like what Alex just mentioned. Hogwarts Legacy, Infamous, Tekken, Dragon Quest, Castlevania, Sonic, Final Fantasy 16, Pac-Man, Sly Cooper, Street Fighter, Resident Evil 4, Silent Hill, Helldivers, Ace Combat, Alan Wake, Crash Bandicoot, Deathloop. I hope you wrote all those down. There will be a test.
There will be a test. It's right now. What was the second thing Grant said? He doesn't know.
A PS3 game?
Alex, you're looking at the sheet.
No, I'm looking at Discord. It's on the screen.
Oh my god. So first up, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake. So an Xbox exclusive game getting remade exclusively for PlayStation. Now that's how the turntables, huh? Big excitement there. I know a lot of people really like that game. One of the bigger highlights of the Xbox. So cool to see that remake.
Lucas Arts won't confirm if they're gonna change things to make it canon, or if they're just gonna leave it in legacy timeline stuff.
I mean,
because they were asked like immediately after the show about it.
Yeah, I didn't play the game growing up or anything. Like I don't have a huge connection to it. So, but I would guess like if the people that they're remaking this game for would probably want it. They'd probably want it. I'd guess they want it to stay the same.
True.
They want to be like what the experience was back in the day, just with more QOL features and stuff. We'll see. Project Eve. I've seen so much stuff about this, and I still don't know what the hell it is. It's so confusing to me.
It's made by a Korean team. That's about the extent of my knowledge on this game.
Great. Really busting new ground here.
Yep.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland, slated for March 25th, 2022. Really bad taste in my mouth having Wonderland in the name after Balan Wonderland. Or Wonderworld, whatever it was.
That's gotta hurt. We named this game. Oh, man.
I am still so hyped for Metroid Dread to sell 3 million copies, so RGT85 has to play through Balan Wonderworld and give it a full review. I'm so ready
I
for
think
that
it will
bet.
sell that. I don't know if we'll see like more than that.
I can't remember what Spawnwave has to do if it doesn't sell 3 million copies. I think
Play Balan Wonderland.
No, I think he has to do something else. I can't remember what it is.
Well, 3 million would make it best-selling Metroid game.
Yeah. Forspoken, slated for spring of 2022. I also didn't really pay much attention to this, personally.
I watched the whole thing and paid attention, and I literally don't remember what Forspoken is. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this before, and then forget about it.
There's so many of those in like every company show. There's like big third-party games. They're like AAA titles. They're big, high def, and all that stuff, but they're just so bland.
Right.
Just so there.
Yeah, like existing. Rainbow Six Extraction slated for January next year. This was actually an E3 from the Ubisoft show, and it's like zombie based, isn't it? It's like Rainbow Six Zombies.
I think so. I just know it's another Rainbow Six.
Or like it's not
by
strictly zombies.
Ubisoft.
There was like a bunch of like weird mechanics in there, but I do remember that from E3. And it looked like at least it's not a completely same Rainbow Six game. Like there's something different about it.
I don't know, man. It's Rainbow Six.
I know we're really pushing it, asking Ubisoft to do something different, but Alan Wake Remastered coming out October 5th, which is the same day that Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania comes out, so I don't care.
Another Microsoft game though being remade for
Yeah, very
PlayStation.
interesting.
And they're apparently removing all product placement like Energizer batteries and Verizon billboards.
Good.
Nice.
As they should.
Yeah.
don't
Unlike
know.
NBA 2K, which we will talk about later.
I saw that. I saw
yeah,
that.
I made me
It's
so
hilarious.
Brings me back to the JonTron video of like the food games when he's playing the Captain Crunch game, and he's like, also there's a Gatorade ad inside this game that's a Captain Crunch ad. Very effective. Put ads in our ads. Grand Theft Auto 5, March of next year, because it got delayed. So
Yeah.
it looks really good. It's a brand new game from Rockstar. They've been working a long time. It's been so long since GTA 4 came
We've
out. I'm
only
really
gotten
excited. Yeah.
GTA 4's only been re-released.
I can't believe they made Red Dead Redemption 2 before they made Grand Theft Auto 5. You think they would have made that first?
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe this
Really
one will
insane.
have online.
Oh god, I'm gonna be sick. Ghostwire Tokyo, another one of those games. It's like it happened. It's there. It was there. It showed.
There's not enough in any of the trailers for this game that tells you anything about this game.
Yeah. Guardians of the Galaxy got another showing. Comes out October
Okay.
26th.
No,
Both-
I think this one will be better than their last game because
not
they
hard.
only have one playable character.
Yeah, as long as it's better, like really asking you to do better than Marvel's Avengers is not that hard. But as long as it does better than that, it'll do all right. I think. Just get rid of.
It's got an uphill battle, but I think it will be all right.
Just take out the stupid money systems and all that crap, and just make it about like what.
A single player Guardians of the Galaxy.
Come
game.
on, what do you like? It's a superhero game. Get it? It's so many people have done it. There's like a million superhero games out there.
Except we really only have like 6 good ones.
Yeah, I know, but that's still
Yeah,
plenty to go off
Superman
of.
64,
And you've got
guys.
And you've got even
We
a
got-
bigger template of what not to do. Don't make Aquaman Battle for Atlantis again. Don't do that. Make Spider-Man 2 on the
Superman 64.
GameCube. Make Batman Arkham City. Do something like that. Come on. Not
It
that
is
hard, guys.
so easy.
Yeah,
So easy. Look, just make Spider-Man 2.
they are.
It's not them.
I
Or
know.
just make old
That
Spider-Man
easy.
2. Yeah, make GameCube Spider-Man 2. Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt slated for next year. Now this one I remember slightly more of because I remember what the title looks like, but that's all. I remember.
We talk about this one quite a bit, and I think we've called how they spell vampire wrong several times.
Vampire.
Is that what that
No.
is?
No,
I don't know.
No, that's a
I-
different thing.
that is a different thing, but I think last time we had it written as vampire because you look up it and the other one pops up immediately instead of this. But this is like a battle royale, I think. I don't know. They bring it
Yeah.
up in like every.
It's a upcoming free to play battle royale set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe. Because that's a universe. So yeah, just a vampire battle royale. Deathloop got another big show off because of course it does. It's coming out literally tomorrow, so by the time you're listening to this, Deathloop will be out. So
That's cool.
I definitely want to talk about it next week. I need to analyze the reviews and see how it is and see what the reaction is.
I
to
was
the
gonna
game.
say, did you have it
Oh.
pre-ordered?
No, definitely not. But I want to see. Like, there's been they've been putting so much into marketing this game. It's like almost the same level as Nintendo marketing Metroid Dread. Like, it's been a lot of marketing for
Fair.
Deathloop. So this better be good. I want to see it. Like, I want to see if it like. I'm not going to be overly critical of it. Like, as long as it doesn't get like a 2, like, you know, I'm just trying to see, like, is it really worth all that marketing? Gotta see people like it. Kid Amnesia Exhibition, spelled weird because
This trailer was weird.
yeah, it was.
I had to go track down the name later to put it on here because it wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah, very weird. That's really all I can say about it too. Tchaya, Alex describes it on the sheet here as Mario Odyssey with regular world creatures. So you're telling me I can't transform into a dinosaur 5 minutes into the game?
No.
Very sad.
I mean, what do you describe it as? You watched the direct as well.
I don't know, man. If it's not something big, it just doesn't stick.
True.
Hey, they consider it big. That's what's important.
Also, like, I try to be objective in watching other companies' stuff, but unless it's a series that I already care about, usually I'm not going to remember things as well as I do with Nintendo Directs, just because I have to be honest about where my biases lie.
What?
Yeah, where my bias lies. So, Uncharted 4 and The Lost Legacy remastered coming next year. That's pretty cool. Uncharted 4 really good. Uncharted in general really good.
I
Also
own
coming
all
to
the
PC.
Uncharted games and haven't played it yet.
Now, hey, you
of
want
my-
to talk about series we haven't played? Xenoblade Chronicles is the nicest collection of games we've never touched.
Yeah.
I have
We
played.
have
Okay,
alternate
hey,
collector's
I have
editions.
played 1 hour of Xenoblade 3D, and I've played 2 hours of Xenoblade on Switch.
I
got through
did-
4
I actually did
chapters
play
of
a couple of chapters of
2.
Xenoblade 2, and I played like 30 minutes on stream once of Xenoblade X. Still,
I bought
It is the
Xenoblade
nicest
2
collection we've ever got.
completely because I found it for $15 at Unclaimed Baggage. So,
Oh man, you're gonna make people so mad because
Yeah,
they
I know.
can't get it for
Yeah, I know.
less than 100.
I paid 60
Well, it was
for mine.
cartridge only. I had to spend like another $7 to get the case from online, but
That's not bad
worth
though.
it. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I even bought Xenoblade X for when I got my Wii U back. That thing is never going to be opened. And speaking of Uncharted, anyway, Uncharted 2, I found a complete sealed copy at my local thrift store for $3, like last year. It's one of my like higher up gaming finds, stuff like that. Even though PS3 games, like, who really gives a shit right now?
And I go into stores to try to find things, and they're like, "I know what this is actually worth."
Yeah, well, I don't. That's like the only really good thing I found from that thrift store that hasn't been like furniture. Like, you guys have seen it. My console case with the glass front on it. I got that from that same thrift store for really cheap. But that's like not games though. It's like furniture. So, but yeah, $3. Found it. Instantly bought it. Already owned Uncharted 2, by the way, but it was sealed at $3. Sold it. Still haven't played Uncharted 2.
Done that before.
Oh, I own 2 copies. 1 sealed. Haven't touched it.
It's a physical gift version, and it's on sale. Okay,
Say no more.
Alex,
Bet.
you already own this. I
Bet.
don't know what you're talking about.
Bet. I buy it. Here you go.
Okay, so here's the big ones. Of course, at the end of the show, Wolverine game teaser,
Yeah.
Oh,
really
yeah.
big. Let's go. That
Really
is
cool.
awesome. Glad to see a more obscure thing. I know they're gonna do well with it.
Is Wolverine really obscure though?
I mean, in
He
terms
was
of video
Marvel's biggest.
yeah, like name a good X-Men game. Or like when's the last time Wolverine was like at
Marvel's-
the top of the chain for video game characters?
I mean,
like,
he
in
was
media
in
stuff.
everything. He was in Marvel's Ultimate Alliance on the PS1 and
Yeah, but like a Wolverine game, not an like.
PS3. I don't know how it was, but people liked it apparently. I've never played it.
Still, like, I don't know. I think it's just because it's made by Insomniac, because Insomniac has really been killing it recently.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, they
Mhm.
released like 3 games within a year. That's
yeah, I
pretty
know. They
impressive.
went from Miles Morales to Ratchet and Clank, and didn't they do something else?
They also did the Spider-Man remastered at the time. Like that's
yeah,
not as big, but they were working on it.
2 of those, and Ratchet and Clank, which is another banger, and now they're doing a Wolverine game and Spider-Man 2.
Right?
So Alex wrote down everything he saw. And why don't you go through it? You saw everything. Why don't you go through it?
Yeah, I caught some Easter eggs, but people have probably also seen it or seen people talking about them. So the first thing though is this isn't an Easter egg. It's just something Insomniac said like shortly after. They confirmed that it will be in the same universe as the Spider-Man games, which is good because it'd be kind of dumb not to do that. But the Easter eggs I caught. So there, you can see it on the fridge. There's the numbers 1048 and Earth 1048 is the Marvel's designated Earth for that in the comics for this universe. There's a license plate that says Hulk 181, and that was Wolverine's first appearance ever. And then 1974 is on the register, and that's the first year he made that appearance.
So when you say Hulk 181, you mean the 181st
issue of Incredible Hulk.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta admit something right now. I am so down bad about this. Why, for the longest time, does my mind want me to think that X-Men is DC?
Because
Fox made movies for the longest time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, but like,
Marvel's still
That's the only reason I could think.
like Marvel's Ultimate Alliance and like Wolverine's in it. Like, how do I miss that? Like, no, that's DC. Why do I do that?
I don't know, because he's also in he was like the one character that from X-Men they didn't really go, all right, we don't own the movie rights right now, we're just gonna not do anything with X-Men. I think he was still in most of the games though, including because I know they cut like all the X-Men from the Lego games and he wasn't in that, but I think he was still in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. The one with the eggs.
The eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs, love eggs.
I think he made it. I don't remember though. I will say though, I hope we'll see his daughter in this game.
Why is that?
Because she's also Wolverine and I think it'd be cool.
Oh, she's just another Wolverine, right?
Right.
Okay.
Did you see Logan?
No.
Okay. Well, she's also in that movie.
I told you, dude, I thought X-Men was DC until, like, literally
It
last
does me
Friday.
also bad.
Until
I did not. I got very close.
Yeah, until I saw that reveal on Thursday that it was Marvel's Wolverine, I was like, oh. I'm incredibly stupid.
Great. Okay. Marvel game, cool. Wait a minute. That
Wait,
man has
I,
3
uh,
claws.
That's an X-Men.
I mean, don't even bring up Mjolnir. Anyway, Gran Turismo 7. This is my bread and butter. Okay, March of next year for the full thing. I'm so excited. This is literally the reason I bought a PS5 was this freaking game. I loved Gran Turismo 4. That was the last time I was into Gran Turismo like that, and Forza has won me over ever since. So, I'm really looking for a big show here. I want Honda Civic Type R in ray traced 4K. I really want it. Skyline GTR RX-7, AE86. Come on, throw it at me. I want it all. I want all the JDM, all of it.
You
but-
lost me.
So you're just saying words at this point?
Basically the Civic model that's designed for rally racing. I want the Mazda car with the stupid rotary spinny engine that's different from normal engines because Mazda is on crack.
Oh, I wanted to actually ask you about this game.
What?
Are you stuck in the driver's seat, or can I make it Mario Kart and be in third person?
You could be in third person.
Okay,
They
because
sh-
the
they
whole
show
trailer
it-
was in
yeah.
first person, and it was driving me
They
crazy.
show it in
I
there
was like,
because the detail inside the car is realistic. Like,
I don't care. I want to drive it.
yeah, no, I can't play those games in first person. I do terrible. Like,
I can't see.
yeah, no, you
Half
can
my
you can
screen's
change
blocked.
camera control to third person. Speaking of, I marked this in tidbits, but I want to bring it up here. Why does this game require an online connection for the single player mode?
Right, we saw that.
Yeah. It really irks me. Every video game company does this. There's like, you get something that you're really excited for, and it's great, except for one thing. There's one thing it's just a thorn in your side. Every company does it, and they do it over and over and over again. It makes me so mad.
Because my mind's like, okay, why have video games had online connection in first game party? And it's running through several I've played, and it's like, but none of those are required. They're all like optional, and you can like be like, send me help, or what did other people pick for this option?
Yeah,
None of it's been required though. It was all optional.
Why? Just why? It's every company does it. It makes me so mad. It's something
Down bad.
Dude, they make something I'm really happy for, and then there's just one little thing. Ugh.
And this one's not even really little. It's just kind of stupid.
It is, bro. It is. It makes no sense. Anyway, so yeah, other than that piece of crap, I am so excited for this game. They just said in the interviews, in the other second half of the show, they talked about it and they said it was like really fun to drive. And again, now it's PlayStation people saying that it's really fun, so you can't really trust that fully. But I mean, it's really hard to mess up a Gran Turismo game. They really haven't made that bad of a Gran Turismo game, at least that I know of. So I am super excited. And then Spider-Man 2 with Venom.
Right. And Craven can be heard throughout the trailer.
Spider-Man has
Iron Spider arms.
Yeah. And both Spider-Man and Miles Morales. So they're both together now. They fight together, which is really cool. I am so excited. That trailer was really selling me.
City, and it was more an Arkham Knight thing though. You could fight combat things. So City, you could switch between Batman and Catwoman, but Knight, if you were working with, you played as Bruce the whole time, unless you were doing their side quest for whoever it was, Nightwing, Catwoman, Robin. And during that side quest, when you do the fights, you could switch automatically during the fight to the other character and continue your combo.
I'm so ready for that. God of War Ragnarok got a new trailer coming out next year. Looks really good. Atreus is older now. He's a teen and he's angsty.
They said this is the last part of the Norse stuff.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of like, isn't there only 2 parts? Then
they're gonna go back to didn't they used to use Greek mythology?
Yeah, because he kills Zeus and he's Ares.
But it looks really good. All the characters are back. Dangly Head, I can't remember his name.
But there's only the other one game, right? Unless I'm forgetting something.
Yeah. In the Norse mythology, yeah.
Yeah.
But it looked really good. I'm ready for some more God of War. Really, God of War is it's not as like hell yeah God of War beat the crap out of people as it used to be, because now there's this whole emotional crap with him and his son and the mom and all that stuff. So it's not like all action all the time.
I've never played God of War.
You should play God of War, like not
5.
I guess, yeah.
That was the most recent.
God of War PS4.
Yeah.
Because even if you don't play it all the way, I'm probably not going to play God of War PS4 all the way. But I played a very hefty chunk of it, and it is very satisfying because it's still a hack and slash. at the end of
Yeah.
the day. There's just a lot of emotion and story in it now compared to previous God of War, where it was all just you're killing gods as a god. Like that's the entire premise.
Trying to think. They did something to wrong him in the original ones that I don't remember.
Yeah, a
what
bunch
it
of
was,
stuff with
though.
mythology that I couldn't tell you because as much as I
Yeah.
love mythology, I can't remember a lick of it.
I don't think it was mythology though. I think he was a regular guy before he got the powers, and then they made him mad, so he killed them all.
But yeah, the trailer looked really good, and I'm excited.
And we'll see graphic improvements as it comes. They get further
Yeah,
along.
bro.
It's
Ray
pretty far
trace,
off.
ray trace. Come on, give me the ray trace. Still don't understand why they're still making PS4 versions. I still don't really. I mean, I guess it's because look, they can't sell enough PS5s. They can't make them fast enough, so it's fine. But also the $10 upgrade thing is kind of a thorn in the side. Like this better have some PS5 features if you're charging people $10 for the upgrade. It better have like.
That's the one thing I can really give Deathloop is the fact it's a PS5 exclusive game made around it, built around it.
I'm glad they're still doing some exclusive. Like Ratchet and Clank was an exclusive. Returnal was an exclusive.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because you can't do that world hopping thing without an SSD.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize for some reason. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, they're slowly moving it, but they're like, what we already had in progress, we're not just gonna drop, and it's kind of like.
Well, when they first revealed both of these games, they said it was going to be PS5 exclusive, and then they went back on their word and said there's going to be PS4 versions now, and we're going to charge you $10 for an upgrade instead of just.
The $10 thing bugs me so much.
Yeah. And like, I guess I get it. There's a lot of production issues, and you're not comfortable with the amount of PS5s you sold. But yeah, and the big thing here is there's two ways companies go about doing dual console releases. Either you make it for the new console from the ground up, and then you hack the crap out of it to make it work on the old one, and it's a terrible experience on the old one, or you make it from the ground up on the old one, but then it's not really that much of a big leap for the new one. Like there's no point on getting the new one because other than like some minor graphical upgrades, you're not going to get all those features. And companies will do that sometimes because like Miles Morales and the Spider-Man Remastered had a lot of those PS5 features and still had the PS4 version, but still, like, it can be better if you focus exclusively on the new hardware and what you can do with it. So, my worry, I don't know about God of War. It may still be okay because, I mean, you're not changing all that much besides really graphics and
true, but you are kind of splitting a little bit of development time.
Yeah, so like it's going to be worse, no doubt, especially on the graphics wise, because you can't the PS4 Pro can't do 4K 60 for stuff like that. It can't do ray tracing. Obviously, the load times are going to be crap, and you're not going to have any of the cool controller features. But Gran Turismo 7 is what really worries me because that game is not going to look good in 30 frames. Like you got
that's fair.
I think a fast-paced racing game.
I think God of War will be fine because they're not changing engines. They'll just use using the same engine.
But Gran Turismo 7, I'm worried about the PS4 version not being that good. And finally, Horizon Forbidden West got some gameplay footage, and that's coming out February 18th of next year. So, still looks good as always. Usual thing.
Watch Breath of the Wild 2 come out in February.
All right, last topic before we get into Collector's Corner. Epic v. Apple finally had a ruling. Everyone lost because they said that Epic is kind of a B word and
Apple's awesome.
kind of a B word, yeah. Everybody sucks. Epic was violating the terms. Obviously, everybody knew that. But they also stated that Apple's rules and regulations were anti-competition and some other kind of legal judicial garbage jargon, whatever. So Apple is now mandated to allow App Store developers to redirect users to other payment systems, which means that they must allow other apps to charge for upgrades or whatever through their own payment. They don't have to go through the App Store anymore, which is really what Epic wanted all along. So it feels like an Apple win. I mean, an Epic win. Although Epic is still, they're not getting out scot-free.
Guess you could call it a victory royale.
Yeah. Epic really got a victory royale with that one, Among Us and Fortnite. I'm sorry. So I'm happy for Epic, but also I don't like that they had to be so ballsy about, like, they feel like they're on top of the world right now. I'm sure because with that 1984 campaign and stuff, like, really kind of shut up, relax a little bit,
dude.
Like,
yeah, they knew they were doing it because then you don't have that ready.
Like, it's good because Apple's very restrictive on things. So anytime that Apple is forced to loosen up things a little bit, that's good, I think. At least monetarily for stuff like this, kind of unnecessary restriction. But I don't know. It's just like Epic. I think it's just because I don't like Epic.
Yeah, I mean it's really easy not to like them.
But so yeah, that's it's finally. I wouldn't say it's over yet. It's gonna be a while before everything settles. But everybody loses. Both companies kind of suck a little bit. And yeah, that's game. So Epic with I guess a dub. I don't know.
Well, the Google one's still going on. The one that's been kind of more quiet.
Yeah.
You mean the one that's been official and not play?
Maybe.
I assume Google's probably going to get the same treatment.
This is going to definitely set a precedent in that court case.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot harder for Google to make it out of that now with this being ruled. And with that, on to Collector's Corner. This is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about games we've been playing and pickups we've got and things of that nature, collectory things. So, Cooper, let's have you go since you've been gone the past couple weeks.
Let's go. All right. I've been playing a good little bit. Like, I've been playing a little bit of Apex and stuff, so that's been pretty fun. And I've been recently playing a new game.
A new game?
Yes, sir. Y'all ready to hear it?
I mean, I know what it is.
No. Genshin Impact.
Oh no!
Oh no!
It was only a matter of time. Like, it's Cooper, right? Yeah, it's only a matter.
Hey, Kevin, put it down. Put it down.
Well, how is it?
It's actually really fun.
You were the loudest mouthed about that game a couple months ago. So
really?
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not like we weren't saying things, but you were the most loud about that game. So.
Oh yeah.
So
it's actually really fun.
The Titan Falls, man. Wow, it's really fun.
It's fun.
But no, like it definitely has a lot of inspiration from Breath of the Wild. Like, you can definitely see it, but it's also like it's got its own stuff too. It's really fun.
I'm sure it is. I mean, if it's like Breath of the Wild, then it's probably going to be really good, right?
Oh yeah.
Can't blame them.
But I also one more thing. Sorry. Also been playing a little bit of WarioWare, the new one.
Did you get the full game?
Alex did.
Yeah,
okay.
and we were playing it.
Yeah, what's the stat on that? You guys like it a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the best mini games are the old-fashioned Nintendo ones.
Duh.
Yeah, right. But it's not just old-fashioned. Like, the Luigi's one was really interesting. It was find the ghost.
Oh yeah.
But we didn't play a lot. We played while he had a chance to play, and we beat almost all of the story mode, but we didn't finish it yet.
Glad to hear that it's good, though.
It is. It's a lot of fun. But I guess that's not all that surprising. Some of the characters, though, are kind of stupid with how they control. Like everybody's gonna like different characters, obviously, but I can't stand um the kid
Oh,
5 volt
8 volt
or
Oh,
18 volt.
is it the one you have to like
or
bungee around everywhere? You have to like click for him to go or
Yeah.
whatever.
18 volt's the one that you have to click around to go everywhere.
Yeah.
I already knew I didn't like playing him from the demo. And then the kid's always going like Mona does, except you can make her stop
Yeah.
and think.
Yeah.
All you can do with the kid is throw his yo-yo up, and he'll stop till it comes back down. But
Yeah.
it comes back down on its own, so it's like a second before he's back. Very hard, very weird, but most of them play really well.
Anything else, Cooper?
No, that's about it. Yeah.
All right. Alex, why don't you go?
Yeah. Okay, so obviously I played WarioWare with Cooper because I got it. And then I played a little bit of Judgment, the Yakuza spinoff. And I was. I haven't played the regular Yakuza games. I've only played Like a Dragon, so I didn't know how the combat form worked because I knew Judgment did it. It's a beat 'em up
Yeah.
in 3D is kind of weird, but it's fun. And then I played a lot of so WarioWare came in, and then True Colors and Life is Strange True Colors and Tales of Ariza unlocked on my PS5. And I've been playing a lot of True Colors. I've almost beat the 4th chapter.
Really liking it so far?
Yeah, but I had to keep stopping for homework.
Couldn't relate.
You love being graduated.
I have to stop for work.
I'd rather do that instead of computer networking homework.
Yeah, facts. Is that it?
Yeah, I didn't
All
buy
right,
anything this week or once.
All right, Cameron. He's
Okay.
primed to pull something out of a bag on our screens.
So, did I actually play anything this week?
Do you play anything any week?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I will this weekend because of the Tetris event. But
That doesn't count.
I mean, yeah, neither does Fire Emblem Heroes. That's why I never say it. But you know what I did get?
No.
Ba-boom!
New headset.
A
Yeah,
black
sure.
Corsair headset like mine. Cast member exclusive item. So you got my headset for $10.
$10.
$10.
Wow. And that's wireless?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a score.
Give it to
Dub.
Cooper.
Bro, I'll take it.
I think it's wireless.
It should be if it's mine.
Bro, if you ain't wireless in 2021, what are you doing with your life?
Man,
Actually, I've not
What you
opened
doing
it.
with your life, Cooper?
for real.
Being on a budget, I mean,
Yeah,
that's what you're doing. Either that or you just have no idea what you're doing.
Actually,
But-
be wireless.
that too.
Karen, it should be wireless. It looks like mine.
I know, but it was also $10. I know.
Yeah, it's wireless. They didn't even give you the charging wire.
So sad.
Dang.
But yeah, very much just spent. Well, I had all mid shifts, so like I barely got to do anything. Oh, actually, I did play one game. I went to the parks, did Buzz Lightyear, got double Galactic Hero on Wednesday.
Quit stealing those stickers from those poor kids.
Yeah, I know. I saw it on Snapchat, and then he also posted the photo of himself cackling loudmouth with a mask on in the chair when he did it.
Yeah,
And you
for
could see his
real.
outstretched mouth behind the mask. Like the mask can barely hold his face in. He's laughing so hard because he did both of them. Yeah, that was funny.
Oh
seeing that.
yeah.
Well, now you've peaked. I guess you just got to die, right? I mean, what else are you gonna do
Yeah, I'm
with your
gonna
life,
jump in
right?
the lagoon and die.
What else?
That-
I,
that's
what is,
how-
what's
that's how
left
I'm
for me
going
at
out.
this point?
I'm jumping off the ferry boat into the lagoon.
That's got to have happened before, right?
Oh, absolutely. If
I
not,
wonder if there's
you know,
news articles about that.
intentionally.
I want to look that up later.
I remember like a year or two ago, someone lost their gun on the dinosaur ride. Do you know it's in a dinosaur land? It's the one that's like a little roller coaster kind of.
Yeah.
It's not a
Spin you.
roller coaster. It's like a dark ride.
I'm not talking about the dark ride. I'm talking about the one that's outside that spins you.
Oh,
Yeah, the
With
one
the
that some guy
2D
brought a gun on, apparently. Gonna
Yeah.
shoot the dinos.
that ride's getting renovated. Apparently.
I think he just had it in his holster, but I'm like, how'd you get it in the park?
Yeah.
Shouldn't they have
Hold
told you
up.
no?
Yeah, there's
Those
no
metal
way
detectors
Disney
are
allows
worthless, dude.
open carry or concealed carry or anything in the park. There's no way.
No.
Absolutely
No.
no way. How the heck
What
did
do
he
you
make
know?
it in?
This is actually wired.
Give it to Cooper.
I'd take it.
I mean, it's probably an
Cooper,
upgrade.
It is because it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
Corsair headset.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, not only does Disney have metal detectors, but the metal detectors tell the security guards where on your body it's
Yeah.
located. I saw the screen because every day I got stopped with my backpack because I had a battery pack in there. And it
Oh,
would draw a box where my battery pack was in my backpack. When I looked on the screen, I was like,
Oh my god.
"What? They know that? They know where?"
See,
I
that's
know
why
from our
just
last trip
take
they had
my,
it kind of turned
battery
into
pack out because I got tired of getting stopped. So I was like, the only thing I've added is the battery pack. So if I just take it
No,
out,
it wasn't even the battery pack. I had a metal container, like a tin container that was like, I don't know, 4x4 inches or something, and it had a bunch of it had like some band-aids and like antiseptic ointment, itch cream.
So like a first aid kit.
But like barely, like very small, doesn't have any gauze or anything in it, just like some band-aids and some Neosporin and like burn cream, itch cream, whatever, like very limited and small. Anything more than like, ow, I burned my finger on this thing that's been in the sun all day, or like I tripped and scuffed my knuckles or something. Yeah, and even then we probably wouldn't have used it because we're not very responsible. But yeah, that set off like the bomb alert thing in the metal detector. I had to get searched every time, and every time they told me like, if you just didn't bring this, like you wouldn't get stopped. And I was like, I'm gonna keep bringing it. Like I'll just get
How
searched.
about
It's not that big of a deal.
just
It already
hear me
takes
out,
forever
right?
to get into the park. You might as well just
Like,
add an extra
just-
minute.
Show them it. Like they're
I do. I
some-
tried. It doesn't work, bro. I mean, like,
dude,
it's
some of the
probably
cast
better than
members are
not.
whack.
And better than
That's what
not.
I've
Like, I don't want
determined.
people bringing bombs in. It was very pleasant
I
to
mean-
not be blown up while I was at Disney. That was very nice. That was a great feature.
So-
of
That
my
was a
trip.
great trip.
Yeah.
When we went down there to Cameron at downtown Disney, or it's not downtown Disney anymore, it's Disney Springs. Anyone who had from our party that had a bag, they would send you to a different line, and they would go ahead and just check it,
See, what's funny
like
is
the
that
parks.
that day
And
when I went to when I went resort hopping, I brought my bag, right? Because I was like, well, I'm probably going to want something to drink. They didn't do anything. It was great.
and off and on while we were down there, the metal detector sometimes would trigger. It would pick up our mom's knee, and sometimes it wouldn't.
Yeah, some of them are more sensitive than the others.
Yeah. Well, at the parks, it's like you walk through with the bag, and if nothing goes off, then
They
you're
don't
fine.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Dude, taking this lightsaber through the Magic Kingdom metal detectors, I was like, if I get stopped and have to have my bag searched, I'm going to be pissed. Like, I was so done tonight.
Yeah. Is that it?
I don't do nothing.
Okay. Let's see. This week, watched a lot of football. I know that's not video games. I watched so much.
You can
football.
play football.
You
Where's
can-
my Mario football game though? I'd actually play it.
So yeah, I watched a lot of that. Welcome to the SEC Texas. If you're that one of the 2 people in Texas listening that we've seen on our database, welcome to the SEC. Other than that, I'm not gonna. This is not a football podcast, so I'm gonna move on. I played a lot of Stardew Valley. I called it last week that I felt the binge coming on. I have. I finally made it to level 100 in the Skull Cavern after forever. It took the entire day and like 4,000 stone to make staircases, but I did it, and also like 50 bombs, but I did it. I made it. I've been making a lot of progress on the island with the golden walnuts. I can't believe how much content there is in this game that I don't know about because I've been playing it for 6 years. How do I not know about this stuff?
Because you kept adding it.
So, yeah, learning a lot about that. I did not know that there were banana trees and mango trees, so that's
I knew about those because they were voted.
I am currently working to get those. And any other big things in the game. I just right before the podcast, I paid for Pam's house upgrade, so it's a big dub.
Did you get the Linus statue? It's hidden.
No.
Not Linus. Lewis. There's a gold statue of Mayor Lewis.
No, I did not have that. I'll have to look into it. There's just so many things I don't know. I will say, though, that I built a fish pond. I have 2 fish ponds. I have one for sturgeon, so I can make caviar, because that's big money. And then I made a second one, and I put lava eels in it, because I thought that was cool. It makes the water red, like from the mines and stuff.
Ooh.
And the first thing they required was a basalt, which you only get from Omni Geodes and Magma Geodes. I busted up like 90 Omni Geodes, and on my 90th one, I got a basalt. Like,
dang.
At least I got like 4 or 5 things to donate to the museum, maybe half a dozen. But still, out of 90 Omni Geodes, 6 things that's museum worthy, and the one basalt I needed. So very upsetting. That took me a long time. Also wasted all of my Omni Geodes that I was going to use at that guy in the desert that takes Omni Geodes, but nope, needed the basalt for my lava eels.
Makes me sad you can't put the legendary fish in the fish ponds.
I know. Also, I did catch that. I caught the summer one, so the only one left is the fall one.
Game's
I have all the others.
It won't be happy in this, and it's like, okay, I guess it's going in the chest then.
Yeah. God
It won't be
forbid I
happy in the
sell it.
water. It won't be happy in the water. But what if I put it in this wooden chest?
In this wooden chest.
Right? There's I was on a Stardew Valley subreddit, ironically, right now, and people are bashing Gamerant because it says Stardew Valley fan points out how much Sandy's shop looks like Peppa Pig.
Oh
and you
yeah, I
can't
saw
unsee
that.
it.
Yeah.
And the top comment says Gamerant is garbage. Literally, all they do is stalk Reddit and write 4-paragraph articles on people's posts. And the comment under that says Stardew Valley fan slanders Gamerant and exposes our industry secrets.
What else did I play? I took a second shot. I went back to Mario RPG, tried the stupid thing with the Axum Rangers again, died right at the very end. I got very upset, so yeah, don't expect an update on that for 2 weeks till I calm down from that again. I got Final Fantasy IX in. Yeah, I can't. I just have to grind in the volcano. I guess.
The remake or an old one?
The original copy of Final Fantasy IX. Also, I learned that Square still makes brand new PS1 copies of some of their games.
They make a couple PS2 ones, yeah, on their website.
PS1 as well. Yeah, because
Big.
I was looking into Chrono Trigger because I really want that for the SNES collection, but that's very expensive. So I was looking at the other versions, and you can buy a brand new sealed PS1 game that contains both Final Fantasy IV and Chrono Trigger for like
Off
30
their website, right?
bucks. Well, they don't sell that one anymore, but or at least not right now. It's out of stock. But on eBay, you can go $35 sealed.
Oh,
Brand new.
it's a good thing it's not on their website because it would be $35 plus $15 shipping.
Yeah, you still can buy Final Fantasy IX though, I think, on there. But anyway, I got an OG copy. off of a claim sale that was cheaper
That's
than
cool.
the new version. So now I have all the new Final Fantasy games from PS1 on PS1. So I don't have like the re-releases, but I have 7, 8, and 9 now, which is cool. And I played some more Splitgate with my friends, and played some more Forza, and played a little of Halo 1 on the Master Chief Collection. There's a couple other random things, but yeah, mostly Stardew Valley. Again, my
Dude, it's one of those
biannually
things you're like,
binges.
I gotta play it, and then you get burnt out while playing it and go, not again.
Yeah, that's a cycle. Once every 6 to 8 months, just go on it for a week or two.
You feel that addiction of,
Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
like,
play
man,
it.
Like I'm just like, oh man, that was really fun. I should get back into it. I've got to set new goals now for when I quit playing, because that level 100 in the Skull Cavern was a big one for a while, and the house upgrade. The last one, I stopped playing as soon as I got the Return Scepter. I finally saved up like $2 million and I got it, and I was like, ugh, that was like such a relief. Like, okay, I'm done. My high's gone now.
There's some of those things in that game where you're like, I'm done for a while
Yeah.
because the clock's another one.
Yeah, facts. But I've made my farm a pretty good money-making machine right now. I'm about to invest in a second barn, upgrade it all the way, and fill it with only pigs, get a ton of iridium truffles, and just start pumping out truffle oil, because each one of those is like $1,500. So you can make a ton of money on some truffle oil, man. Also, I'm trying to get ostriches on the island. So, but yeah, that's all I've got. Cooper Fay.
Oh, yes, sir. Actually, hang on. I prepared this week. So we got the Day of the 12 seasonal banner, with a lot of FE4 units, including Julia, Larcey, Lewin, and Leaf. And Leaf is a harmonic with Sella from FE5. And it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed the harmonic. They're really good. I'd recommend try to get a copy. And then Tatsu is is the is the current resplendent until September 24th, and then she will be replaced by Soth. So yeah.
Alrighty. Fire Sprite has been added to the PlayStation 2 Studios family, so welcome Fire Sprite.
I don't know what they make. I
There's-
just remember seeing that announcement.
A new Lego thing was announced. That's Nintendo stuff. Mario 64 themed. It's a Lego block that folds out into a whole.
Saw
little
that.
scene.
So
That's
cool.
awesome.
Looks pretty cool.
It's $170.
Also speaking, there's
It's cheaper
rumors
than
that
I thought.
some Lego sets are set to be retired soon, potentially. Some of the Nintendo sets. That's kind of a rumor that's going around. So if you're one of those,
I believe it.
if you collect all those Lego things, make sure you have them. I'm sure if you collect them, you probably already have them. But just a shout out to that. I might want to look it up. Platinum Games says that they're ready to show Bayo 3. They want to show it. I'm sorry, we're thinking about it again. We shouldn't be thinking about it. But the same guy that said we shouldn't think about it also now said that they are excited and they want to show Bayo 3, but it's not up to them. They say that Nintendo's the one that determines how, when, and where. So they can't do anything about it, but they think it's ready to show off. So keep a lookout for that soon, potentially.
Or not.
Or we just but until then, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
I do have an idea when we might see it, though.
When?
Game Awards.
Oh God, yeah. You're 3 of that rumor. Bayonetta and Metroid 4 at the Game Awards.
No, but it's where
definitely
they
gonna
last.
happen. It's definitely gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen.
It would be so funny if Bayonetta showed up there for the first time in 4 years, 5 years, whatever.
Platinum Games also wants to bring Star Fox Zero to the Switch.
I mean, it's one of the last 2 Wii U.
Yeah, and they said that they could probably make it a lot better if Nintendo let them do it, because you'd have to revamp the controls to fit on one screen. And a big complaint of that game was the dual screen gameplay, how it was really confusing at first and not the same kind of feel initially that a lot of people wanted out of a new Star Fox game. So, remake it for the Switch. kind of keep
Still motion controls
keep
with
the same game, but with the single screen, like more streamlined controls that make sense.
Like they didn't do a bad idea. It's just too confusing for everybody.
Yeah, for most people.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, it's good if you like. It's not a bad game if you put the time in to learn it, but it's like a lot of people
Gerard
just don't
really
wanna do it.
praises it.
Yeah, like if you put the time in and you get used to it, it's pretty good. But just more streamlined controls because like most people like they obviously don't want another Star Fox 64, but they want more of it. They want new content with that same familiar, really delicious control scheme that we've all come to love out of Star Fox. So maybe it could be pretty good. I'm sure it would still have some of that classic Nintendo stank like they do in a lot of their games, but I'm sure it would be better than the Wii U version.
I want a game that's not Star Fox 64. But it's the best selling one, so what you gonna do? Cry?
Cry.
The Analog Pocket has been delayed again to December. If you don't know what that is, that's the company Analog that makes the Super NT that I talked about a couple weeks ago that I got. They're making a new FPGA device that runs Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games. It's shaped like a Game Boy. It's got 4 buttons on it because it can also plug in cartridge adapters that they also will be selling that play Game Gear, Atari Lynx, and something else I can't think of.
Plugs
right
into
now.
TVs, right?
Well, there's a separate for an additional $100. You can get a dock that lets you plug in controllers and hook it up to a TV and all that good stuff. Also, it's a MIDI device. You can hook it up to your PC and make music using Game Boy synthesizers, like that Game Boy style. Like a lot of people have done with original Game Boys, they've modded it to hook up to a PC and make music with. It does that out of the box. It's also 4-player connectable, like the Game Boy Advance was. It's got the link cable on it, and I mean it looks really good. It's also a 1440p screen on something the size of a Game Boy, so it's 10x scale of Game Boy.
But how
games.
much is it?
$200. Which sounds like a lot, I know, but for what this is, it's not that much. The real cost comes from for $200. All you get is the system. The dock is another $100. Each of the adapters for different consoles is like another $30 each. The case is like $20. The cables are like the MIDI cables and the link cables are also another like $20-$30. So you're looking at easily for like a full setup of that $600. $500,
Yeah,
something
right.
like that.
Something expensive.
But that's what you get with. I mean, like if you're the kind of guy that makes MIDI synthesizer equipment and you want something brand new, that's just the price to pay, I guess.
I guess.
But out of the box, like you can plug any Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance game right in. It'll play it. 10x scale, crisp IPS screen, the whole shebang. It's just another really good analog product. Anyway, so that got delayed again to September, which has already been delayed twice now. So yeah.
Or December. You said September.
Oh yeah, December. Sorry. So it was supposed to launch in May of this year, and then got delayed to October, and now it's delayed to December. So yeah, a lot of people were upset about that. Dotnod adopting permanent work from home policy. Who's Dotnod?
They made Life is Strange 1 and 2.
Okay.
And some other games. They used to work. They worked with Square on those two, but now they do what they want.
Well, good for them. I think working from home is great. I love doing it. I love working from home. It is so awesome. So good. There was some other. I can't remember which company it was, but they said they were fully adopting the 4-day work week.
Yeah, I don't.
Ew, that's sick.
That was a while back, but I don't remember which company, and we didn't bring it up.
My job
Cool.
might be doing that soon.
That's cool.
Not like
Yo.
it wouldn't be 4 days every week. It'd be 4 days
When we
every
can.
Yeah, so you'd work 9 hours a day, so you still get 80 hours over 2 weeks, but you get every other Friday off, which I am so down for.
I guess.
Adding an extra hour to my workday is not really that big of a deal if I get every
Oh,
other Friday off.
I was thinking 2 hours added, and I was
No,
like,
it's 1 hour per day for 9 days, or 9 hours a day for 9 days, and then you get the 10th day off instead of working 8 hours for 10 days.
Okay, I think I would.
That's a
accept
fair
that
trade, right? Like,
probably.
who would not
Yeah.
want to do that, right? Like, what's the difference of 9 hours compared to 8?
Yeah,
like,
I thought it was 7 versus 9, and I'm like,
no. If it was a 10-hour day, that would be 4-day work weeks. So I would also do that. I would.
yeah, for every Friday
we
off, I'd do
we
that.
we petitioned that at my co-op job actually, but the attendance requirements made it we couldn't do that. But we did petition to get we work 4 10s and then get every Friday off. That would have been a big dub. Anyway, so yeah, good from them. Haley Atwell to voice Lara Croft in Netflix's Tomb Raider anime series is okay, no, she's not. Never mind. I was confusing her with Alana Taylor, which we'll get to.
Wait, who are you confusing her with? I can tell you where you might know her.
Alana Taylor. No, I was getting the names mixed up.
Got it. Haley Atwell plays Peggy Carter in the Marvel movies.
Ah.
But that's kind of interesting about this because it's the first thing of the unified timelines where they're taking all the games and putting them in one timeline.
Yeah. Jake from State. So this is what we talked about earlier. Ads inside of games. Jake from State Farm is a interactable character in the city in NBA 2K22.
It's not the Jake I was expecting when I saw the picture, though.
No.
I think of the one from when we were young.
Oh,
and
the
it was
old
the
one,
white
like
guy.
khakis. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the. You're my Patrick Price has been the best thing you've ever done to me, Jake from State Farm. Anybody can. We give that deal to anyone. Oh yeah, really? Punch him in the face or whatever. Like you're giving out my deal to. They're really playing on that now. Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes both are in new commercials about it. I don't want to talk
the
anymore
old
about
guy
State
wasn't
Farm
an
'cause they're literally
actor, but
advertising
this
for
one
free.
Look,
is
State Farm's
now an
not paying us.
actor.
We've mentioned their name way too many times.
No, they're gonna pay us now. Come on, State Farm. We promoted you,
How-
Kaylee.
I'm gonna look trade deal. I give you $60. You give me ad.
The whole jingle too. What the?
Yeah, it's
Man,
It's a
it
mess.
just doesn't make sense.
like the only people that I can think of that buy sports games day one are athletes because that's what they play
Yeah.
with their like teammates. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like most athletes play. Madden
Look,
and
I'm in the
2K.
game.
Yeah, literally. That's about to be a thing with college NCAA football is coming back.
Yeah.
And now because they made it NCAA made it legal to make money for players now.
It's I don't know. I think the best product placement in gaming, off the top of my head at least, it's
Pikmin
Pikmin
2.
2. Yeah.
Of course, you're gonna say that. Still advertising.
It is,
It is.
but it makes
At least it's
logical
not
sense.
Jake
I
from
know,
State Farm.
awkwardly put in. It's you're on Earth in the future. The objects are around. Here's the actual brands of the objects you recognize.
Yeah.
I know licensing is why Mega Man Battle Network, I think it was a Mega Man game. They couldn't
That's
port it,
why. Pikmin 2 took forever for
yeah.
American release.
But this was a port. They were just trying to bring it to a future console, and two guys worked really hard to get the contract re-signed, so they could bring it forward.
And on to rumors really quick. So we talked about the Switch possibly getting a price cut ahead of the SWOLED release, and that is partially confirmed in the UK and the EU. It has gotten a price cut. Not bigger in the EU than in the UK, which is weird. But it is cut. I think like £20 in the UK and like 50 or 60 euros in the EU. So yeah,
Yeah, that is
that is
also
so.
I don't.
So I think it's only a matter of time before it comes to the US. I think as well.
I see us getting the 21.
I see it getting cut.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean Nintendo's gonna make their money because they're a company, and I mean not.
They
the-
love money.
I mean,
I
even when anything off the top of my head, Microsoft or Sony's got cut, it wasn't extreme.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying if it's a company in America, they're gonna go with the
They
smaller
love
option
money.
True.
because companies are sneaky. Um, so yeah, I could see it going to like 275 or something like 274.99, I guess.
274.
The lowest it will go is 250. It won't
Yeah,
go
well,
any
obviously,
lower.
they wouldn't cut
Yeah.
it more than the EU. But it was
Also,
about it was about 50 to $60 in the EU translated over, and it was a lot smaller in the UK. But also, things in the UK are just priced more because the pound is worth more than the dollar. So
The EU price is a little confusing. That pushes it really close to the light in
yeah,
pricing.
it's weird. Like, why would you go for the Switch Lite at that point? You think like
Yeah,
$50
right?
for all the functionality?
The EU should have also cut the light.
Realistically.
Now, if you cut the Lite to 150, you're gonna dominate the market.
Oh,
If you
You're
could
you're not
have
gonna find lights anymore.
yeah, if you can buy a Nintendo Switch for $150,
Even 175, knocking it off
I
$25.
mean, yeah, but like imagine
But yeah,
$150.
150.
Everybody's gonna own it's gonna be like a DS again. Everybody's gonna own one because it's only $150.
Oh, I love the
Like, you
DS times. It was the
Um,
best. Everybody had
that's-
one.
Yeah, if you had that kind of like an entry point at $150 to really eat up that casual market, and now you're cutting the main Switch to be more in the middle, and now you're gonna have a super power user version of that. That's like that just sounds like your sales are gonna go up a lot. I mean, like,
It's not really superpower. I wish it was. If it was,
well,
I'd
yeah,
buy
I'm
one.
not saying like it's an actual superpower console. I'm just saying it's
Right, I
it's-
understand what
if
you're
you're a
saying.
Switch power user, then a SWOLED is what you're gonna get because you're a power user for that system. Kind of like how phone power users get Android because they can do so much more. Like, but casual people get Apple because it's more user friendly. Kind of a different thing. So, like, the Switch Lite is small. It's not complicated with the TV stuff. It's just a nice little handheld you can take around and you play some fun Switch games with. And then for the high end people, you got that. And then for most gamers, you just get the regular Switch. You don't play that much portably, so you don't want the OLED upgrade or anything. You just want you just want access to this generation of Nintendo games, but you want to be able to play them on a TV. You're covering all your bases.
Yeah.
Until they put out a Switch Mini for $75, and then literally everybody on the planet is going to own
Just
a
a
Switch.
docked Switch.
But yeah, so that's incoming potentially. We'll see. Concerned Ape gave a small update on his new game. I was very excited to read this. I had the page up. What did I do?
All
with
I
it?
know from it is it's gonna have the same graphic style as Stardew.
That's what
And
he
it
said. He
won't
said
be
it was
farming.
he said it's like gonna be kind of in the same universe. It's gonna have the same graphical
Yeah,
style.
this one
but it's not gonna
is-
be another Stardew Valley. It's not gonna be another
So,
farming sim, but it's gonna have the same graphical style and be in the same universe.
A year ago, he said he had 2 games in development.
Yes.
One was definitely Stardew Valley universe, which I assume is this one. And he was like, one, I don't know what universe, but it will have connections to Stardew Valley, if nothing else.
Yeah. I'm sure the second one is kind of like more just like his weird project. He's got like some really outlandish ideas he wants to try to fit in. I'm sure that's what the second one is. So yeah, that's exciting. Alana Taylor hints that she might not return to voice Bayonetta 3, which sucks.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of that game is like swanky tall woman.
The Twitter
Says-
is so weird on her post is so weird. She's like, she responded to someone who's like, I'll be upset if you're not there, and she's like, get ready to be upset then, or something like that. And then they're like, can you talk about more? And she's like, no, I'm under non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah.
Which is it?
Why are you under a non-disclosure if you're not paying it? Like David Hayter wasn't under a non-disclosure when he wasn't Snake in Metal Gear 5.
I don't know. Who knows? But that sucks. Like Bayonetta as a character is so iconic at this point, especially as like I hate to say that she's like a iconic video game female character because she's so sexualized, but like if you take that part out, she's still just a really badass, swanky talking, cool, beat the hell out of people
Nintendo likes
woman.
her.
Yeah, I mean like yes, the sex
Nintendo
the,
gave
the
her
sex
two
appeal is
amiibo.
there. Like we're not gonna ignore that, especially if you played the games. I mean, like that's like half of her marketing. And
I was like,
but other than that, like she's a really cool female game character. Like she's got that swag, and she will literally use angels and demons the size of the planet to kill you. Like absolutely destroy everything in her path. Is so cool. So that sucks if they don't get the same voice actor back.
Right.
It's such an iconic thing. Her like one-liners are so good in the game.
Absolutely.
someone was like, no, the real reason she's not back is because she died in the E3 trailer, actually. And John's been looking for her.
Or that could be it. Yeah, she might be dead. That's why she's not voicing anything. She might be dead.
Maybe voice something at the very end. You're not playing Bayonetta and Bayonetta 3, though.
Yeah,
just
she'll
need
have
some
some lines in there.
recognition.
Like I'm sure there's gonna be like cutscenes and flashbacks and like to fill out the story, but she's not gonna be the main character. It might be.
Guys,
John
we're
or
starting our own
someone else.
rumors.
We are rumors. We've gotten things right before.
It's gonna
We're as
happen.
good as leakers.
It's gonna happen. And a new Xbox Series S model with a new 6nm AMD APU releasing in 2022. Is that gonna upgrade it? No way, right? They're not gonna. Imagine
That was the rumor I saw.
Imagine jumping in on an S, and then like a year later, they're like, "Oh, okay, I can do 4K now." Sucks if you have. The
I could
first model.
believe Microsoft would do that, though.
I mean, at least I would give it at least 3 years. They're not that bad. They're bad.
Yeah,
Don't worry. Like it's Microsoft. I'm with you though.
They're down
But
bad.
they're down bad. But like I'd give more than a
They're-
year, right?
If
barely
they
over a year.
do
out.
it in 2022, I won't blame anybody for getting super pissed at them, though.
It could also just be parts acquisition. Like it's going to be easier to make that longer in the future, and it's going to be more power efficient, and all the other features that come with, upgrading to a new gen chip. Kind of like what the Switch did. Like it didn't upgrade performance, but it made like
True.
power. It did better with power consumption, and it's like a newer model Tegra chip, so part sourcing is easier for longer. That kind of thing. It's gonna run cooler. It's gonna that kind of thing. For our finishing topic, we have a huge leak from GeForce Now. What this basically is a bunch of things that have leaked from Nvidia servers. So it doesn't mean that they're happening. It means that they could be old, they could be canceled, they could be just messing around.
Just test.
But they could be something in the future. A lot of this is kind of like piece stuff coming to PC, obviously because it's GeForce. So stuff that's either going to be streamable on a PC or coming to PC in some form. So we'll just kind of roll through the list here because it's long. So, Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Edition. This is all so Sony section first. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Edition. I can't talk. Helldivers 2, Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7, Durance.
Don't ask me.
God of War, Returnal, Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank. They didn't specify.
Probably the 2016 though, if it's
Yeah.
gonna be one. that's the
Sackboy,
one
Big
called
Adventure, and Ghost of Tsushima. No Bloodborne, Spider-Man, Last of Us, Last Guardian, Gravity Rush, etc. At least found so far. But the thing is, the Sonys are exclusives for some amount of
reason.
time, between like 1 to 5 years, depending on the game. So,
Even
Yeah,
if
it's-
all of these are happening, they're gonna take a long time.
yeah, I can definitely see Returnal, Demon Souls, Ghost of Tsushima, and Sackboy like going there.
I don't know if Sackboy, because they've been protective of that one.
Maybe Horizon in the future.
They'll do
Um,
Horizon because they ported the first one.
Isn't the original God of War? Didn't we already talk about God of War coming to PC, or is that just a rumor?
I think it's
See-
just a rumor.
See, that's where like Demon. Okay, also Demon Souls, I can see that. But like God of War and Gran Turismo, like that's like core PlayStation franchises. So I don't really know
Yeah.
if I could see that. But
Unless they're hurting, they won't pull those. I think that's just more like, if these are all true, then that's more like a test. In
yeah,
case they're
but
like, we need
I
money
could see a
badly.
selling point for Gran Turismo 7 because like you want to compete. Like we're gonna put the PlayStation racing game onto a platform where Xbox players can access it. I can kind of
Yeah.
see that in a couple years. Obviously, you want to keep the exclusive for a bit, get everyone to buy a PS5, and then everyone that's not gonna buy a PS5 for that game several years after it's came out and everything, they'll put it on PC for people who
To get a little more money.
yeah, and also now they can compete directly with Forza instead of indirectly by having it that are on their own platform. They can put it on the same platform as Forza, and compete with it there. Although Forza Horizon and Gran Turismo are kind of two different things, I can see it competing with Forza Motorsport. But Horizon's more like an open world sim game with racing in it, but Gran Turismo is like a racing simulator full on. So I could see it more going against Motorsport. But for Microsoft, Gear 6, Microsoft games always come to PC. Oxide, Project Holland, which is apparently Fable, the codename for Fable. Project Typhoon, which is Contraband. And Project Woodstock, which is Forza. Those are what is expected. Those are not confirmed, but I can obviously see Fable coming. I can obviously see Forza coming. I think that, I mean, it's Microsoft.
They'll bring anything there.
Microsoft already puts all their games on PC anyway.
Yeah.
Halo 5 Guardians. Is that game not already on PC? Is that really an Xbox exclusive?
I guess.
Halo 5? Really?
Maybe.
Untitled The Initiative game. Avowed, Kalimba, Indus, and Gravity. That is gotta be either junk or code names. So yeah, but I mean, obviously, I can see all of this coming to PC. It's Microsoft; they put everything out on PC because PC also has Game Pass and everything, and they put everything on Game Pass.
Yeah, the one thing they haven't put on is Rare Replay because they're like, this will be this will be the Xbox exclusive.
Yeah,
but they're like, generously, Microsoft's like Xbox exclusive. What's that?
yeah,
Get out of
say
there.
Xbox exclusive.
Exclusive
you mean Xbox and
to
PC
the Xbox,
exclusive.
Right.
Xbox and PC and PS3 and Xbox 360.
It makes a lot of sense for them. Xbox has pretty much always been like the original Xbox. Its selling point was like it's a PC in a box you can hook to a TV. That's literally what it was, and that's still kind of what it is. But it means less now because every game console is essentially a PC. It's all using x86 architecture. It's all using stuff that you can like even fucking the Series X can run Microsoft Edge. Like it has a web browser on it.
Yeah.
Like
Microsoft's is more like, we have a console to compete with the other two.
Yeah, and this was last gen too. Like once the Xbox One and PS4 both came to the same x86 architecture, we're using the same processor, and they're pretty much using the same processor again. They have different layouts with everything else in terms of the SSD and exactly what graphical capabilities they can do, but the processor is pretty much the same because they both source from AMD, and they both use x86. So it means less now, but like back in the day, like the OG Xbox, that was a selling point. The other two were game consoles, but the Xbox is like the power of a PC in a box that you can play Halo on. So yeah, I mean, all of that's going to come to PC. It's just how it is. Square Enix, we got Chrono Cross Remaster. That'll be cool. Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster. That'll be cool. Final Fantasy VII Remake. I can see that. Final Fantasy IX Remake.
Or that's supposed to be remaster. This person put it wrong.
Oh, remaster. Still.
Final which is already out.
Final Fantasy 16, which okay.
But it's nothing yet. But 15 ended up on PC, right? It's possible.
Eventually, yeah. It took a long time, so this.
But it's also on Like if it's on Xbox, it'll end up on. And 15 was on Xbox.
Tomb Raider Anniversary.
This is new,
Yeah.
which is cool. I'd
There's
like
not
to
a
see
lot
a
of
new
time
Tomb
left.
Raider game.
There's not a lot of time left for them.
Well, remember, this is old. And they already said they're not releasing a game this year for Tomb
Well,
Raider.
Delays by COVID, yeah. An unannounced title by Square Enix. That's great, cool.
Yeah, unannounced
Yeah.
title.
Yeah, that'll
Bruh,
just
I'll play it.
unannounced title. Let's go.
And Kingdom Hearts 4.
Let's
Which,
go.
I mean,
It's not announced.
I don't-
Not-
like that can't be super long ago, right? It's not like Kingdom Hearts was on PC before last year. So
I mean, yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to happen
But
at some point.
remember,
It's a
this
huge
isn't-
franchise. You think they're going to make 3 and make $1 million and then say that's enough? We don't want any more money.
we don't want any more
They're
money.
gonna stop
Remember,
there.
this isn't confirmed things, though.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but even if it's not confirmed, it's like saying there's not going to be another new Smash Brothers
True,
ever.
but
Like,
I was
there's going to
more
be
like
one
talking
eventually
for
because you think
PC.
Nintendo's going to make a bunch of money and then say no, we're good with that. We're not.
I don't think they're gonna make another Mario Kart, Grant.
They will
They made
eventually.
30. They've sold
They'll
like
they'll stop beating that dead.
35
Yeah.
million copies.
When Mario Kart 8 stops vomiting money from every orifice it has, then they'll make a new Mario Kart.
Oh, so never.
So,
I'm the most
oh,
recent
I see. We're going with the Skyrim and GTA 5 method.
No, because Mario Kart's on 8 is on 2 consoles, and GTA and Skyrim are on like everything.
From Capcom, Resident Evil 4 remake. Okay, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
All the Resident Evils
Duh.
are already on PC. That's
We're
already
already
So,
working
Resident
on it.
4
Wow.
Resident Evil 4 gets so many remakes. That's
No, this is
Okay.
a new remake made by like the same team.
on the same
Who
engine.
made the other
from,
two, yeah.
The RE engine.
I'm mad they skipped Code Veronica though.
Street
Street
Fighter
Fighter?
6. I can see
okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you, Capcom.
Dragon's Dogma 2. Dogma sounds like one of those words, like
I
Ligma.
have
Sounds like one of those.
We're not getting into that on
Like
the podcast.
who's Joe? Dogma. I don't know. One of those.
Sir.
It is yet to be officially announced by Capcom.
Cool.
That's what it says when I look this up.
And Monster Hunter 6, again, that's just like, yeah, they think they're going to make only 1 million Monster Hunter games and then stop with that. Like, they're going to make another Monster Hunter. It's going
No,
to come at some point.
no, you forgot the part. Okay, it's on Nintendo first, and then they'll bring it to PC 2 years later.
Yeah. Take-Two, the people that make BioShock, and they also own Rockstar. So the GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas remastered triple pack that we talked about previously.
Which has still not been confirmed,
No,
right?
it's just a rumor.
Um,
But this is another
That's why
source
this-
saying it's there.
That's why this post, or it did say grain of salt, now it says leak, because there's not all that proof.
BioShock TRX remaster and BioShock 2022. So reboot next year. BioShock. We haven't had a BioShock in a minute.
Yeah.
The last one was
Infinite, right?
BioShock Infinite,
Yeah, and that was.
and
on
I like
360.
Infinite a lot.
Um,
Infinite's the one with Elizabeth, who's the best AI partner you'll ever get in a video game.
Because she's actually helpful.
No, she knows how to not get in danger and will throw you
Helpful.
things. Yeah,
Yeah, she's helpful.
yeah, perfect.
Oh, TRX. I bet it meant BioShock RTX remaster. So a ray trace remaster of the original.
No, it says TRX
Is that-
T-Rex time.
Oh, T-Rex BioShock. Okay, I read.
T-Rex
So the next
Bioshock.
one I read.
No, I'm
was
kidding, I'm
from-
kidding.
I bet that was a
Oh,
typo
what if?
because I saw from EA Mirror's Edge RTX remaster. So I was like, oh, it probably means like ray tracing.
No, the underwater city of Columbia will now have a
T-Rex.
T-Rex.
So yeah, from EA Mirror's Edge RTX remaster, an untitled Respawn game. So they're working on something new. And Titanfall 3.
They forgot the other part. More Sims DLC.
Yeah, more Sims packs.
More.
Tekken 8 from Bandai Namco. Again, it's Tekken. They're gonna make another one. Don't worry. It's just another one of those franchises. It's coming. Don't worry. Human Fall Flat 2 from Curve Digital.
That's
That's
interesting.
Um, the-
They've still been adding maps to the original of those, so that's weird.
I think they're like, all right, we've given people enough. We've got
they're-
some new
they're
ideas.
about done.
What if we stopped giving free content?
It's not free content. You can just only do so much with what you can do in that game. That it's more like, let's make a new game and
Well,
put
it's
new
like-
stuff.
It's like the Among Us devs going, we were going to move to a better engine, but then our game made money.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're not gonna we don't really want to make any content for this game because it's built really poorly. And then they're like, "How about if your game sells like 10 bajillion copies? Okay, we'll make some
I
content." I guess.
I guess we'll work on this one then.
I-
And they're
I
still like, but this one's so bad. We don't want to work.
See, okay, this is way off topic, but I would have just kept going with the new engine and used just replace the old one, send it out as an update. It's that easy.
a new game?
No, just
Replace
new
the engine, bro. A new game.
it-
That's a
it
new
would be a new
game.
But,
a new game.
I
So
mean, if
it
your
is
game is
Among Us
blowing up,
remastered.
though,
Yeah,
Among Us
pull
remastered.
a Last of Us and remaster it the year after it comes out.
Right?
You're right.
The Talos Principle 2 from Devolver Digital. I have no idea what that is, and I feel
No.
ashamed because I love Devolver Digital.
They are so whack.
Crisis
So
4 from Crytek. Are we
Is that
finally going to get a
really-
Crisis 4 now?
Are we going to get a crisis at work?
That's the one that looks real, right?
Yeah,
Like, the
but
graphics are insane.
it breaks your computer even if you have a high-end one.
Cough, cough. Microsoft
Good.
Flight Simulator. Cough, cough. Earth Defense Force 6 from D3 Publisher Incorporated. Okay. Bayonetta 3 from Sega. I can see that coming at some point.
I
Like,
actually don't, because Nintendo paid for it.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 2 is still a Nintendo exclusive, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't see.
That's what I'm saying. I
Bayonetta
could see it. I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not confident it will, but I'm saying I could see it.
That's fair, but I think that's the biggest point against a couple of these, and I'll bring it up on another one.
And Judgment from Sega.
Again, I have a reason. It's not because of Nintendo though. They're having problems with the So the boy who plays the main character in Judgment, his likeness is owned by a company in Japan.
Interesting.
So they're not sure they're gonna make a third one because of the problems they've had. Or if they make a third one, they're not sure it's gonna be with him. Like, there's pictures from when they announced the first game, and the company made them white him out. So it's all these Asian guys standing next in a line, and then he's just like completely whited out in the photo.
Catherine Fullbody from Atlas and Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Okay, I see the full body because they brought it to the first one to PC, and they went, ha ha! We're releasing full body on everything else.
SMT.
Shin Megami Tensei, I don't see it.
Yeah.
It's funded by Nintendo, which is why we're getting it. Because we know this, because the translation's happening at this, getting released the same time the regular game is. If it was just Atlas, it wouldn't happen like that.
No,
It would take 6 more months.
because they need the money from the initial set.
Yeah.
He specifically said no Persona 5, so I believe that. Batman
Yeah.
Arkham Knight Ray Tracing Remaster from Warner Brothers. I see
I
that.
mean, that's 100%
Yeah.
believable.
Yeah. Half-Life 2 remastered from Valve. I don't see it. They can't even manage Half-Life 3. Well, I guess I can't. I can see it because this is not Half-Life 3.
It's 2 remastered.
Yeah.
I mean, cool, but I mean, Valve doesn't really make games anymore. They made Alex. That's
they run Steam. That's about all they do.
Yeah.
Um,
If they do it, good for Valve, right?
They make hardware now. I mean, they're still making hardware, right? They made the Index, and now they're on the Steam Deck.
But it's more just we run our store.
Yeah, we run our store, and we make hardware that's tailored towards our store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there an older joke in gaming besides Half-Life 3?
Probably.
There's like some old April Fool stuff that I'm kind of thinking of, but
but one
don't know
that's
this.
like if you tell any gamer Half-Life 3, they're gonna laugh, or they're not gonna laugh anymore. They're just gonna be like, "Shut up."
Mew in the truck.
That's not a joke.
Huh?
It's not.
That's a rumor.
It was a rumor, and I guess it's kind of the same.
Anyways, what's the next thing?
Project FPS from Paradox.
What
I
is
was
that?
confused.
I don't even know.
No
what that
clue.
is. Yeah.
It's just they're making an FPS game. Do you? Am I supposed to elaborate on the Mew truck thing?
No, I think that's dead. So we've got so the remaining games are even bigger grains of salt than what we've already been talking about. XCOM 3, I can see it. Injustice 3,
Yeah.
Gods Will Fall, I can see it. Destroy All Humans 3, I don't think THQ is gonna do that. They got bought out because they fell apart. I could see them doing Destroy All Humans 2 remake, kind of like they did with Destroy All Humans 1. Or like Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated or something. I can see them doing that also with Destroy All Humans 2, which I would buy because that was the one that I played as a kid, which I totally should not have. That game is raunchy.
I got distracted by something in the future on that list.
Oh yeah. MGS 2 and 3. MGS?
Metal Gear
Metal
Solid.
Gear Solid 2. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. Konami would have to make a game.
Mario and Rabbids, definitely
That's
not
not
happening.
happening.
Not happening.
Oh yeah, I 100% believe that one. That's the only true thing on this list. Nintendo's like, yep, you can put that on PC. It's got our main character and everything.
Death Stranding Director's Cut. I can see that in a couple years.
Yeah.
Give it some time to sell on PS5 and then put it on PS3 in like 3 years or something. I can see that.
Yeah, right. I don't really see. It's not like we own this character so much we put him in our crossover battle royale smash thing. Not royale. That's in the name though.
Sniper Elite 5, sure.
Sure.
City Skylines 2, duh. Yeah, I can see that. And then the guy that made this list got personal messaged a bunch of these others. We're going to group that in with the other huge grain of salt thing. Total War 9.
No clue.
Yeah.
But sure.
Payday 3. You think they're going to make a new Payday?
If they do, yeah, it's going to be
it's
on
PC
here.
if they make it, but will they make it? That's the question. Hangar 13, which is currently unannounced. No idea, because it's unannounced. Fight for Middle Earth.
Okay, a Lord of the Rings game.
Yeah.
If they make one, sure, I'll believe it will go to PC.
Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
That's not on PC already?
You think it would be, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's on Switch.
That one's going. Let's.
Yeah. I'd buy that. Mortal Kombat Next Gen and Mortal Kombat 12. Of course, Mortal Kombat already released on PC. Moss. It's already listed on Steam apparently, or it will be.
I recognize the PS4 VR timed exclusive part. I was like, wait, I own Moss. I got it for free when they were giving games out on
PS Plus.
Not Plus. It was the home.
Stay at home or games at home,
Yeah.
play at home. One of those.
Yeah.
Space Punks. Okay. Hitman Pro. Duh. It's a Hitman game. It's gonna come to PC. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Remastered. No way.
No.
This is coming to PC. No freaking way. Yeah, there's already been rumors about that. That's totally gonna come to PC if that does happen. Goat Simulator 2. Yeah.
I mean,
yes.
the first one's not on PC. Why would they? I can't continue that.
A sequel to Wreckfest. Is Wreckfest on PC?
I mean, I don't know.
Wreckfest was one of the games PlayStation gave away for PS Plus like forever ago. One of my
Alright,
buddies
let's
in
see.
Huntsville plays it all the time.
Wreckfest is on Steam.
Okay, so it's not an exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
one of
yeah,
my
sure.
buddies plays it. It's like a racing game based on like health, like your car health. Like you don't want to hit stuff too much, or like your goal is to like build your car, armor your car, and you race against like 12 other people online, and you try to like hit people to take their health away and take them out of the race, but you don't want to get hit too much because you'll die. You can do wacky. I've watched him play. You can race RV campers and like couches. You can slap a V8 engine into a couch and race
That's
it.
kind of funny.
It's really hilarious to look at. Worms next. I mean, sure.
No clue, but sure.
Another Worms game, I guess. Viking by Criterion Games. Sure. Metro next. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I'll buy that. Stalker Android.
Sounds familiar, but yeah, okay. I could. Most of these, I'm like, yeah, that would probably happen. There's nothing that I like. There's no title there that makes it go like, oh yeah, that's not happening because of who the character stuff is.
Yeah. And then last but not least, or last but probably least actually, As Dusk Falls and As Dusk Falls Season 2.
I have no clue what that is.
Yeah. And honestly, even if like a third of these come out to be true, that's pretty awesome stuff to hear. Like, even if it's not because it's coming to PC, but like stuff that's like in the works, you know, that it could be in the works. Also, a lot of this stuff is probably not
Okay.
real, but
I found out about Dusk Falls. It's an Xbox game that's actually exclusive to X, the Xbox Series
wow.
X and S. It's an interactive story. So yeah, sure.
I mean,
That
yeah,
will-
sure. I buy that.
Or it was also on Xbox One, but wait, it says already on Microsoft Windows on the platforms, so it must be in, like Steam.
Who knows? That was super long. Wow.
Some of it's interesting, and we haven't talked about before, but
Yeah.
a lot of this that you're like, okay, that's like exclusive. That's probably not happening, but a lot of this I'm also like, yeah, there's not really anything that's going to stop that from happening if it gets made.
Yeah, most of this stuff is either definitely not. That's a hardcore IP for either PlayStation or Nintendo, and
Yeah.
then or it's like that series already comes to PC, so of course that would happen if it. Gets
Yeah, it will
made.
take longer, but yeah.
Yeah. And with that, that's going to end the show for us. Thank you for sticking around. That was a long episode. So much content. And yeah, we thank you guys for listening around. We hope you enjoyed the show. Please share us with a friend. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Follow us on Twitter, All Night Gamers with a K. And we will see you here next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.